it spikes death to these certain people that you know, the thoughts that go through the head.
This is the most mature audiences only shit you've ever heard. Period.
I hate your fucking guts.
From Boston. Broadcasting all over the world. Send the soy boys home. Cause we ain't gonna sugarcoat shit.
Drop down, let me give it to you.
This is the Joe Cronin Show. Now, here's Joe Cronin. Joe Cronin.
Set in my ways, I'm changing every move I'm making. Sense of analyzed predictions far beyond our comprehension. I've been tortured with arriving thoughts that stop the star from shining. Kill me now before I'm sober, so I die before it's over. My skin's dying because you're under it. I'm done lying to myself for this. For all the ones who men believing in it's making me weak, I fade away, classify myself as obsolete. Setting my stones, I'm changing every other move you're making. Sense of dramatized inflections that intensifies this tension. I've been tortured with denying, walk on water, semi-blinding. But faith is strong, but when I'm sober, I'll survive until it's over. My skin's dying because you're under it. I'm done lying to myself a bit. For all the ones who ain't believing, man, it's making me weak. I fade away, classify myself as obsolete. I'm fucking obsolete. I'm fucking obsolete. Oh man, I'm obsolete. The Rock, Monday Night Raw. Give it to me. Give it to me. Give it to me. Give it to me.
This is the most mature audiences only shit you've ever heard. Period.
I hate your fucking guts.
From Boston. Broadcasting all over the world. Send the soy boys home. 'Cause we ain't gonna sugarcoat shit.
Drop down, let me give it to you.
This is the Joe Cronin Show. Now, here's Joe Cronin. Joe Cronin.
Welcome into the show tonight on a Tuesday night. We got cruise ships. Cruise ships running into bridges. Puff Daddy's on the loose. How many more distractions will this country give us and the world give us? We got bridges, full-on bridges exploding in the middle of the night. We got P. Diddy. Diddy's home's invaded. Eminem warned us. Alex Jones warned us. So many people warned us about the Hollywood elites and what they do, and everybody always says, oh, it's a conspiracy. Oh, it's a conspiracy. It's a conspiracy until it's not. It's a conspiracy until it's not. A little bit bizarre. A lot of stuff to get to. The wrestling world Monday night was amazing. I'm fixing to take phone calls, brother. So I'll tell you that right now. Tonight might be the night to take phone calls. Because, or donations. I mean, really could use the donations. You can donate using the Streamlabs link up top, and I'll react to your donations and everything that you guys say. And of course, but I'll also take Skype calls too. Let's we trust me. Listen, that clip. Oh my God, Raw was so good, so much better than it's ever been in a long time. It was so much better. I finally went to a 7. I could not believe what Raw did the other night. I'm still blown away by it. I'm still sitting here, blown away by what happened last night. Pretty happy about it. Let me get my other microphone on because I still haven't set up my new microphone stand after the other one, broke. Unceremoniously broke, which that sucked, but I just got to install it, and I haven't had the time because I've been working like crazy work, lots of work, so haven't been able to do it. The Rock, this is it's a good sign, man, what they did the other night. Although I'm just worried though because I think people keep getting their hopes up every time they do these great things. Like when they did the press conference a month ago, whatever it was, they did that press conference, and it was so hot and so good, and everybody just wanted it to fire off at all cylinders. And then they kind of spent, 3 to 4 weeks, or 4 to 5 weeks, rather, kind of just playing kissy poo with you, a little bit with a lot of this stuff. And, a lot of I honestly think that, I don't know how – okay – like Cody Rhodes has done a pretty good job, but I'm a big Cody fan. A lot of you guys know this. I'm a big Cody fan. I really like Cody, but I got to be honest about this. I have to be honest. Cody, everyone's getting overshadowed by The Rock, regardless, and I don't necessarily think it's a bad thing that The Rock is crushing it because we need something like this. We need a guy like The Rock to be crushing it. In WWE, that's not a bad thing to me, really. But there is a bit of this, worry in my head, though, where I'm seeing, The Rock is kind of overshadowing a lot of stuff, shadowing Cody, overshadowing Roman. But I don't care because so what? So at some point, Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns, they were operating on levels of, I would say, because Roman Reigns was always winning and he's been the champion for so long now, and he's this massive heel in the bloodline and everything else, I would give Roman Reigns about an 8 out of 10 at this point. As a heel, I still prefer like Ric Flair at WrestleMania 8 as a heel. And and many other guys over Roman Reigns. But like Roman has done a great job of getting himself to this level of like the hottest thing in this current time period, 7.5 out of 10, 8 out of 10, whatever you want to call it. If you're younger, maybe you think he's bigger or better, and that's fine. That's okay. But as somebody who's old now, I feel like I've seen so many other heels that it's like. But Roman has been a heel for a long time.
Evening, Joe.
Hey.
The Baltimore container ship incident was a tragic accident. The cargo container ship lost auxiliary power twice and made a distress radio call 8 minutes before striking the bridge.
Right. You could actually see it. So, like, we'll get back into the bridge collapsing and everything. There's a lot of people, conspiracies, and they did it on purpose and things like that. If you do look at the ship, though, you will see the lights go out. It lost power. These things are run by, they have generators, and the generators are out or something went wrong or whatever. And we'll talk about that in a minute. But, yeah, Welsh, I did hear about that. It kind of makes sense. I saw the flicker, the power go completely out and then come back on and then go back out again. And then eventually it crashed into the bridge. Crazy stuff, man. It's like the worst nightmare come true, being on a bridge, thinking it's going to collapse. I mean, it'll make you think twice the next time you want to cross a bridge when there's a boat coming. I thought those cargo ships would have been towed by tugboats. I guess they really aren't. I always thought for some reason there were tugboats that assisted, especially when they have to go under a bridge like that. I swear to God, I thought there was laws or rules or operations for. I swear it was tugboats to like there had to be 4 tugboats to accompany something like that through a bridge. But maybe I'm crazy. I guess I am crazy. So I'm wrong apparently about that. I always thought that though, and I didn't see the tugboats. So I don't know. I guess that's that. I guess I'm incorrect. It happens. I listen. There's a lot of bad stuff currently going on. Listen, let me just tell you something. There's a lot of bad stuff going on. There's a lot of bad infrastructure. There's a lot of bad stuff going on everywhere. But I've already seen them say like, "Oh, look what happened to the infrastructure of the country. The bridge came down." It's like, yeah, a fucking giant boat ran into it. That's why it came down. A massive freighter was coming at it and crashed into a pillar, and that's all you need to take down a bridge. So it's not that. It was an error by a boat, allegedly, right? I mean, yeah, something weird could be up, but what's the point of it? What's the point of the bridge going down? What does that solve for anybody? And yeah, Baltimore is shit, like, and, whatever. I know there's a lot of leaders. What the problem is nowadays, there's all that DEI stuff, and people are blaming people who are in charge who shouldn't have leadership roles and stuff like that, who aren't smart enough. And I agree, there's a whole bunch of that going on. There's a bunch of people who are like affirmative action in place, and they shouldn't be in charge of things. Like, I don't want to fly anymore. I'm like afraid. I don't want to get on a plane after what I'm seeing. But like, to blame the mayor, Jeff94 says in the chat that they're blaming the mayor because he's black or something like that. Yeah, this is, if anything, there's an error. There's some kind of error involving the boat and the operations somewhere in there, or it's an accident completely. That's what you think the investigation is going to find. The investigation is going to find that, hey, either somebody screwed up somewhere or things just went wrong and it just was almost unavoidable, or it was completely innocent. I mean, they're going to find out whether that's the case, or it's something else, or something could have been solved, or somebody was a moron in charge, all those things. But yeah, so for every person that should not be in charge of something because of DEI and this affirmative action progressive bullshit that's destroying many places in the country, there's things like this where just, hey, maybe an accident happened and that's it. Like, it has nothing to do with how dumb the mayor is or what the mayor looks like or anything like that. Just shit sometimes happens, So I don't know that. We're going to wait and we'll find out what really the real answer might be to this. But yeah, people are going to jump to conclusions on all sides of everything. But most likely the boat is a piece of shit, and the boat shit itself. And by the way, just to throw something at everybody out there, this is not the first time that these boats, these cargo ships, lose power. They actually lose power often, and that's scary. These ships lose power often. Like, I can't tell you how many times generators go down on these ships, and then the ships are just floating for like 3 minutes, 5 minutes while whatever is going on. It's happened a bunch. It's always happens. Whatever reason, I don't know the infrastructure and the situation of the operations of a boat like this and why they do it. I know I got my boating license when I was 11, and I was on a lot of different ships and boats and things like that throughout my younger years. But yeah, I've never known that. But I've always heard that some of these cargo ships frequently lose power here or there. So I don't know. What's the goal of taking the bridge down? I don't know. Is it to just cause a distraction? Like, we could dive into it the other way and say, what's the goal? What is the goal, assuming it's happening? Because listen, question everything. You got Diddy. Homeland Security is going after Diddy all of a sudden, and now a bridge is collapsing. Like, what? Yeah, what could they be distracting us from? I don't know. I don't know. I question everything. But at the same time, I'm not ready to harshly point the finger either, because I don't know. We don't know. I don't know. But it's just keep an eye on it. You keep an eye on it to see, and probably it's nothing. But I don't know. I just seem boneheaded to me. But we'll find out, man. We'll go forward and figure it out. And I don't know, bro. It's very weird. Very crazy. It's like we're seeing the craziest shit we've ever seen over the last few years. Like, we are getting a glimpse of what it would have looked like back in, like, World War II times. Like, if we all had cell phones and Twitter back then and internet. Like, we are seeing some of the craziest shit. And it's unbelievable. We are only a few days away. We are, 5 days away from monetize this 450, where Luke puts the belt on the line. This Saturday night, there's 2,000 points, which, by the way, remember, $1 donation is 1 point. $5 donation is 5 points. And at the end of the night, before we start to close the showdown, we spin the wheel to see who gets the pot. For anybody who donated $5, $10, $15, and they didn't say who the points are to, those go into the pot. And at the end of the night, we spin the wheel. However, the pot starts with 2,000 points. So at the end of the night, when we're spinning the wheel, those 2,000 points could land on anybody, and whoever gets that, I mean, that could determine it right there. The wheel spin could just determine it immediately, because, and that was courtesy of Sith Negan a few weeks back. Because, dude, if like I spin the wheel and it lands on Luke Rojas, 2,000 points to Luke Rojas, who the hell has $2,000 to drop on Luke Rojas individually to stop him from winning? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, that doesn't seem possible. So that pot spin is going to be massive, or it's going to take a huge collective effort. Like, regardless, we are spinning that wheel, and that amount of money, those points are going to land on somebody, and somebody is going to have it. Probably, I would call it, that may be the biggest advantage in Monetize This history on this show. Of 10 years of Monetize This on this show, that will probably be the biggest advantage that anybody has ever had, whoever gets those 2,000 points. You know? Yeah. What up, Jfinity? Yeah, watching a World War II, a Cold War documentary on Netflix. It's crazy how things mirror and they come back. Yeah, it's like that because the whole world is like on waves, right? Waves. We're on waves, and we're hitting that really turbulent wave. That we're hitting this era of a recycling, a resetting, a cleansing, a changing. We're clearly in one of those right now. Those resets that happen, and there's a lot of documentaries on that, on those patterns of history, of human history. And they start locally, they go countrywide, they also go worldwide. And we seem to be in a worldwide one right now that started, I would say it started back in 2000 and maybe you could even go back to the housing crisis in 2008. It really started then because that's when the banks and the corporations and everything, that's when they all sold their souls and went crazy. Think about what happened back then. Nothing has been normal since that happened. And we've started to feel the effects of that go more and more. And that was all in response to the sit-ins and the Occupy Wall Street. Do you guys remember when Occupy Wall Street happened? When Occupy Wall Street happened, that's when all this stuff started after that, because all the banks and the rich people and the owners of this world, they got terrified because people were fighting back and going crazy, and they said, oh shit, we got to do something. And the next thing you know, they've beaten us down to hell. It all started with the bank crisis, the housing market crisis, and the Occupy Wall Street. That was the first thing that happened, was the people started getting angry and fighting back, and the owners of this world and country slapped us. And ever since then, they've been destroying us. So they saw it coming. I think that's what it is. And again, like I said, this always repeats over the years. The ship that collapsed the Key Bridge in Baltimore was involved in a previous accident when it collided with a shipping pier in Belgium. In June, inspection officials discovered a deficiency with the propulsion and auxiliary machinery. So that very ship was in Belgium and crashed into a dock. In fact, I remember this. So there it is, crashing into a dock because it had some kind of malfunction. So it's still got a malfunction, and now it's taken out an entire bridge and killed a bunch of people, and there's probably going to be lawsuits. Can only imagine what the lawsuits are going to be. So, you know, listen, I'm as much as a conspiracy guy as anybody. I love getting into it, and I know it's happening. We know it is. We know there's so many conspiracies happening and so many things going on. We know it. We just do. But like when it comes to this, what's Occam's razor? You know, what's Occam's razor? Do you think there was some kind of sinister plot to destroy the bridge, to distract us from something? You know? Or do you think that maybe the people in charge of this ship are just retards? And judging by the fact that we have seen that this particular ship in the past is deficient and also seemingly run by retards, now this has happened again, except this time it hit a bridge, an even a smaller target, or smaller pillar, and destroyed this entire bridge. I mean, to me, Occam's razor is this probably is an accident because the people in charge of this shit are fucking idiots. And that's all it comes down to. Probably all it is. That's what I really would bet. If I had to bet money on my kids' lives and things like that, that's what I would bet on. That it's that situation. I definitely there's a lot of weird stuff going on, and I look into everything, and we all do. And we'll keep watching this, but like if you had to press me and you're asking me like what do you really think is going on here, I got to use my brain in a sort of like a, what's the most likely thing? I'm going to put number one, accident, stupidity, malfunction, equipment, whatever. It's going to be one of those things, top number one. Number two would probably be distraction. Number one, you could also include mistake in number one. Someone fell asleep, malfunctioned, or stupidity. Some kind of stupidity is what did it. Probably number one. Malfunction, stupidity, equipment, someone screwed up, number one. Number two would be some kind of distraction for whatever. P. Diddy the other day, Diddy's on the run, now bridge goes down. I don't know about 4 in the morning to do it. I guess 4 in the morning. Why would you do it at 4 in the morning too? Wouldn't you want to do it at like, 7 a.m. or 8 a.m. right as everyone's getting up? Like they're like, holy shit, look at this bridge. It's the first thing they see. I mean, I guess if you do it at 4 or 5 a.m., or 3 a.m., which was the time, I think. I guess that everyone wakes up to that same way, but I don't know. I just think it could have been timed better if it was a distraction. And so number 3, it could be like, oh, it's an attack. It's some kind of a purposeful attack, which I guess kind of is like number 2 as well. But so anyway, I definitely agree. There's a lot of weird stuff going on in the world, and we are doing crazy shit. And what happened in Russia with the terrorist attack, I mean, just like every day now, something crazy is going on. But I don't know, man. If I had to default, I'm gonna say, yeah, I'm gonna say that it is malfunction or mistake or stupidity, one of those things.
Super chat party.
Hey, Stacks Monet was $6.
What celebs will be at WM40? Travis Kelce, George Kittle, Sly Stallone, Kevin Hart, Mike Golick SR or others?
Hey, Stacks Monet, thank you so much for the $6, man. I would say that the WWE should press to have Taylor Swift. They've got to do all they can. They probably won't be able to get her, but they've got to try to get Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce. And if they can't get Swift, they got to try to get Kelce. What they really should do is get Kelce and say, like the WWE should have already been on this. And it's probably too late, so it's probably not happening. But if I was the WWE, I would be trying like hell to get Travis Kelce. Like, we want to honor Travis Kelce at WrestleMania, Super Bowl champions. We're going to be doing this new thing at WrestleMania. Every year at WrestleMania, we're going to honor the Super Bowl champions. And we want to put Travis Kelce in the ring with somebody, Grayson Waller or something like that. And Grayson Waller can, like, maybe Grayson Waller has a girlfriend and they're hanging out. And so Grayson Waller is like, we're a power couple. We're the most powerful couple, in the WWE. And please welcome our guest, the Super Bowl champion, Travis Kelce. And Travis Kelce comes out, and then maybe the girl, Waller's girlfriend or something, slaps Kelce. And then fucking Taylor Swift comes out. And then Taylor Swift slaps her and she falls out of the ring. And then Kelce punches out, what's-his-face, Waller. Dude, WWE needs to get on that. Like, all they got to do is convince Travis Kelce to do it. He's much easier probably to get a hold of and to convince of this. I mean, he'll do anything. He'll fucking put a government fucking experimental needle in his arm and then tell all you guys to do it. So Kelce's up for anything. So I would try so hard to get that to happen, because once you get Kelce, Kelce can convince Taylor Swift to do it. You know what I mean? And maybe they can even convince maybe they can get Taylor Swift to sing the national anthem. Imagine that. But listen, I dream big, okay? If it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. But I dream big. I dream big. And imagine Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift, honorary guests of WrestleMania. Now, I don't know if they'd go that far, but and I know that many people, we're all sick of the whole Taylor Swift and Kelce and whatever, and I'm a Patriots fan. I don't like the fucking Chiefs, but, do something. Do something like that. We're on Tuesday Night Rage, although it's not much of a rage tonight, it feels like, but, we're talking. We're getting through this. Thank you guys for hitting that like button and sticking the thumb directly up my ass. Let me see what we got going on here. Let's see. We got... What the fuck is this? I don't know what that is, John. I don't know what this is. What the fuck did Novak send me? Novanax. I don't know what he's talking about. I know that let's see what Rojas has to say. Okay, Rojas is cutting some kind of promo, but I can't hear him. Let's see.
Fuckers. It's the reigning monetize this champion of the frickin' world. The longest reigning monetize this champion of the frickin' world.
Only your left side audio recorded.
I just want
Luke.
to call out some haters, some people who like to talk shit about me behind my back when I'm not here. Where's Rojas?
Man, why is his audio only recording on a right speaker? What the fuck is going on? Rojas, your audio sucks.
She's really dropping the ball. Only a week away and he's not even here. What a loser.
I'm sorry that I work and then I'm tired at fucking 11, 12 o'clock at night. I'm so sorry. And that maybe I don't want to have to deal with Garguts' bullshit, Nerdy's bullshit. I don't need to deal with these peons. I don't need to deal with these peasants until 450 for my scheduled title defense. So I don't know why people are pissed off with me. I'm the champion of the world. I go wherever the fuck I want. All right, I do whatever the fuck I want, and I don't need to answer to you people. I don't need to explain myself.
Based on how your teeth look, I agree with that.
To you people. Jake DeMarco, he's sick. He coughs up a little blood. And he gets to be away for what? 2 years?
Ooh.
2 years. And yet people want him to be the champion. The guy's barely on the show now. Oh, yeah, I can't wait to see that guy, the absentee champion. Meanwhile, me, I've been around for I don't even know how many fucking weeks as the champion, like in total. I've been on the show so many times, made so many great moments, and yet I've been missing a couple of weeks, or I fall asleep, and oh my God. Fucking wake up, you fucking crybabies. Wake up to the reality that you're living in. The reality is that Luke Rojas is the greatest monetized this champion of all time. Of all time. There's no question about it, no argument about it. It's just the truth. I put everybody in their place when they try to step up to me. I put everybody in their place when they try to take what I've got. When they try to take my position on the show. When they're trying to take my championship, you think I'm not going to do the same at 450? This championship is the most important thing in my life next to my family. And that's the truth. That's the truth. And you think I'm going to just let some fat shithead like Jake DeMarco, some fucking, I don't even want to say bad things about Jay Menace. I mean, society's already, damned him enough. Joe Cronin, I mean, the guy's my mentor, but let's be honest, the guy fell off. He's a bitch. He's a bitch. He can't even. He got his show stolen basically from me, and rightfully so because I've earned it. But yeah, the guy's a bitch. And then who else? Oh, Dork Knight. Dork Knight, I hear you're out of rehab. Plugging your shit. I see it all over Discord. But Dork Knight, let me tell you something. When I beat you and everybody else at 450, but specifically you, because you're the one I challenged a month or two ago? When this all started? Hell, we've been battling it out for a year. When I beat you, Dork Knight, I'm going to send you back into rehab. No, better yet, you're going to relapse. But you're not going to go to rehab. No. You're going to... Well, I can't even say what I want to say, but I think
I think what Luke's trying to say, Dork Knight, is, but he doesn't even have the balls to say it. See, this is a guy, he's cutting this promo, talking all this shit. But see, this is the problem with Luke Rojas. The guy can't even make it on Monetize This. Do you know what I mean? Do you know how long it took before JB got burnt out on Monetize This? Other co-hosts, people have gotten burnt out. 3, 4, 5 years, they got burnt out. They finally were like, I'm out of here. Rojas is already burnt out after 6 months. The guy can't make it through a show, doesn't make it to a show, and on top of that, he can't even bring himself to say, listen, Dork Knight, I'm going to beat you so bad that you're going to kill yourself. Okay? It won't be the ugly fat daughter that you gave birth to. It won't be the sexy one you want to have sex with but you can't because she's your daughter. That won't be the reason you kill yourself. It won't be the first wife that left you. It won't be the second wife that left you. It won't be the recent girlfriend that you just lost. It won't be the job that you just recently lost. None of that is going to be the reason why you kill yourself. The reason why you're going to kill yourself is because I'm going to beat you so bad, everything horrible in your life is going to flash before your eyes. And you're going to look into the mirror for the first time, really look into the mirror, because up until now, you just glanced at it and you made sure you looked okay before you went to work. But you're really going to look in the mirror this time, Dork Knight, after this loss, and you're going to take it so hard that it's going to take you to your grave. And I'm going to enjoy that, dork, because can you imagine? I have the power to kill people because I'm so good that I show them their misfortunes. I show them everything that they do terrible. And I make them reflect on their piss-poor lives, and they kill themselves. But I can't be held responsible for that. But yet, I know that I'm the reason that you killed yourself. And boy, does I like the way that makes me feel. And I'll be the champion and you'll be dead. But Luke, you couldn't say that, could you? Because you never can quite get to the finish line, right? That's why you could walk your ass down to your little job and you could finally get a job at some piss poor piece of shit place that pays you like minimum wage. That's why you don't shoot for the stars of a bigger job where you could make $40,000, $50,000, $60,000 with no high school diploma, but you just settle for, would you like a burrito? Would you like a Coke with that? That's what you always do, man. You fall short because you shoot for short, bro. You cut yourself short. How many times have you been involved in a decent promo in a situation on this show and then you just literally break the fourth wall and throw it all out the window because you can't fully commit to things? That's why you're not going to win and retain the Monetize This championship. That's why I'm going to win, or Jake's going to win, or somebody else. It ain't going to be you. Hell, I'd be willing to bet the Dork Knight could win just because people want to see a fucking recovering alcoholic retard walking around with this championship. Like, how can we make this guy look more pathetic than he's ever looked before with his goatee-looking thing and his flabby belly because he's skinnier now after being a big fat ass after his heart attack and all these other rehabs and women that have left him and things that have gone on? What could make this fucking guy walk around the streets of Nevada looking any more pathetic and weird? Well, it's a championship belt from a wrestling show. And I think people want to see that. Or Jay Menace, right? How about Jay Menace? People would rather see Jay Menace walk around with that and see how long until he gets jumped and killed by some of his homies for a crack pipe. And other people are hoping that, that Jake wins because that's the feel-good story of the return of Jake DeMarco and Jakey 3 belts. Can you imagine the guy with 3 belts lined up behind him? And people almost want me to win the title again, too, because wouldn't it be funny if Joe beat his co-host who returned and everybody else, and then Joe had the belt again? That's more exciting always. I might do something weird with me and Leah in the belt this time. I mean, we did a little bit last time. We saw Leah's nipples and things like that. But we might get a little more intense this time. Certainly all more interesting than whatever the fuck he's talking about. But anyway, let's go back into wrestling. The Rock, man, the final boss. WWE. On fire. The best Raws in a long time. Are they going to keep up the momentum or are they going to fall flat and go to shit? What's going to happen? I'm going to go to the donations now. It's time for you guys to carry the show for a few. Super Chats are open. You can use the Super Chats or Streamlabs link pinned to the top of the stream. Don't forget the brand new Jake DeMarco donation, which I think is $24. I think, right? Or $25 is the Rock one, and there's a whole bunch of them. I don't know. Use them all. Have fun. Whatever. Or whatever. I don't know. Whatever. Who cares? I'm gonna go fucking play Last Epoch in a minute. Let's play a dono.
Come on out, you rapist!
Mr. Pico Boulevard became a member again. Thank you, Mr. Pico Boulevard, for doing that. This happens when you give Jeff Hardy the keys to the boat. That's what Mr. Pico Boulevard said. Yeah, if he's under the influence again. 29 months in a row for Mr. Pico Boulevard as a member. Thank you for being a member, Mr. Pico Boulevard. Monetize this Saturday. Don't miss it. Titles on the line. Okay.
Bullfrog is a moron. Scissor me, Joe!
Ray J's World, what's
was
up?
Listening to Rhea Ripley's interview with Logan Paul. Prime was brought up, and in Australia when Rhea said Prime taste bad, then she said she actually likes Prime.
What? Prime was brought up, and in Australia when Rhea said Prime tasted bad, and then she said she actually likes it. Oh, yeah. Well, she ruins everything. She breaks the fourth wall on everything. It's like she's kind of driving me nuts, man. Rhea Ripley needs to stop doing the Luke Rojas, which is basically cutting a good promo, being a heel and a character, and then 5 minutes later being, oh, I was all kidding, I was in character. Okay. Stop doing that, Rhea Ripley. She's doing it everywhere, all over the place. It's been driving a lot of us nuts. A lot of you guys have called it out, and it's just like, why are you doing that? Stop doing that, Rhea Ripley, please. It's like she can't, she just can't stop doing it. It's like she constantly destroys her whole thing. She needs to stop.
Oh my God, brother.
Oh my God, brother. Oh, there's a, what's the oh my God, brother? Do we have a dono? Do we have a dono for that? Or am I crazy? Maybe I don't. Maybe I didn't do that.
Oh my God, brother.
Oh my God.
Oh my God, brother.
Oh my God, brother.
Oh my God, brother.
Thank you, Mr. Pico, and thank you, Ray J's World. We have one more donation. We're going to play it right now. And it's going to be this.
Shit bum.
If Luke's best champ, then Crispin was best daddy.
Wow. Oh, boy. I'm not touching that one.
Oh my God, brother.
Oh, my God, brother. Don't forget, if you guys are in the Connecticut area, you may be able to see, you may be able to give Jake DeMarco a big high five at Mohegan Sun Arena from SmackDown coming up at in Connecticut at the Mohegan Sun Arena. Make sure you say hi to Jake if you guys are there. I believe. This is Drew, your biggest stand from Phil. Robert Morris. What the fuck? I'm getting real tired of real roughly. What? Okay. I like Rhea. I still love Rhea, but yeah, they got to be a little more careful with her, man. Like, I don't get it. I don't get it. Raw was kind of hot in 2020 WrestleMania season, says Andre Lavandero. Maybe it was. I don't really remember. And I do think over the last 3 or 4 years that I've given it a 7 maybe a couple of times, maybe once or twice. But this is definitely like one of the few in 5 years. Like, I have not given many 7 out of 10s out. And I was pretty pumped about this. You know, this was, man, I said it all last night on the Raw review, but, oh man, I don't know, like that. There was the opening was nice, the close was phenomenal, and the middle of the show had a wonderful 22-minute just mic off with Drew, Seth, and CM Punk. And that's why CM Punk has got to be involved. I couldn't, when the crowd was like, oh, we want you to be the referee, I was like, no. Why would you want this guy to be the referee, dude? He's got to be on the microphone at WrestleMania. He made commentary great the night. Think about this, guys. The night that they did the press conference for WrestleMania, that was exciting and fun. And also, CM Punk was the highlight on commentary for that night, for the things he was saying and getting into. That was so well done, and we were all saying it. And here again tonight, the same players are involved once again. You know, the same players, The Rock, Cody Rhodes, Seth, everybody, all those guys. And then CM Punk is out there with Drew. They've got this just, Drew McIntyre and CM Punk have some kind of chemistry going on right now that is awesome. They've got a chemistry right now that's fire. I want to see them just fight for a year, like at this point. Like, it's good. It's damn good. And I want to see it. I can't wait for Punk to be healed up so that we can get more CM Punk and Drew McIntyre. But it doesn't matter because you just need the promos. And, you know, how many times has Stone Cold Steve Austin been injured and a couple other people been injured in the past where for 3 to 4 to 5 months, like, they just cut promos and did, like, one-off things where they punched a guy, kicked a guy, cut a promo on a guy, and they carried these little things. They've done it. It's been a long time, really, though, since they've really done it. But they used to do it when there was a big star involved, and it was like, but with other people, they're just like, listen, you're hurt, go take time off. Don't come back. 4 months, 5 months, whatever it is. Just go get healed. We'll see you later. But, like, when you had a guy like Stone Cold on his run and people like that on his run, it was like, no, we got to have him out here, man. And he would come out in some of the greatest stuff. You know, Mankind did it when he was injured. Undertaker's done it. Like, a lot of guys have done it where they've had great moments in Raws, whether it was for 4 weeks, 6 weeks, 8 weeks, whatever. And they've been some of, great segments, legendary segments. They've gone down in history as being these wonderful segments. Well, Luke's on the Discord. But you know what, Luke? I don't think this is the show to do this face-off. I don't think this is the show to talk trash. I don't think there's a lot of people really invested tonight. I don't think this is the place to do it. I got to be honest, Luke. I know you want to probably say something back to what I said a minute ago. Monetize this 450 coming up. But I'm not sure, the people are ready for it here. I'm not really sure. Imagine all the little Kid Cody fans who were watching the ending, and they probably were crying like, "Oh my God!" I mean, it's reminiscent of when I was a kid. And Hulk Hogan was attacked. It really reminds me of something like that. I don't know if they have it. Hogan attacked. When he was attacked with like Jake Roberts and do they have it? I don't know if we have it. It was great. Oh, is this it? There might only be like a clip or something. No, I don't think I have it. Unfortunately, I don't think I have it. But they really turned Jake Roberts into this sadistic bastard back then. Oh, here it is. I found it.
The 24-inch pythons, big man. Don't be ashamed of those butterflies you got rumbling in that stomach right now. Because, big man, I just burst that bubble you've been living in, and I'm here on your doorstep with the real World Championship belt. Compare the two. In closing,
Ric Flair appeared in the Undertaker's parlor, funeral parlor, whatever, with the WCW belt. I didn't know. I couldn't even believe that.
in closing, what are you gonna do, Hulk Hogan, when Ric Flair runs wild on you? Well, let me tell you to put that so-called real world's title, Ric Flair, against the real WWE champion Hulk Hogan, you will find.
How sick is it that in this clip, Ric Flair shows the WCW title, and then Hogan holds up the WWF title and says this is the real WWF. The WWF title is the only real world championship. But they had to blank out WWF because the company changed its name to WWE. Like, I don't know. I just find that it's funny.
Find out, Ric Flair, not only
Well,
the thousands of little Hulksters out there.
This is why
the
the-
beckoning call,
Wait a minute.
but Hulk Hogan
From
will be
behind,
right there.
look, it's the
waiting for
Undertaker
you.
with the urn. Undertaker hammering Hulk Hogan from behind with the urn, coming out of the coffin. Look at that, they're all over him. Flair, Undertaker, all over Hulk Hogan, trying to choke the life out of him. Undertaker, there with Ric Flair.
Duncachino? Don't mind if I do.
What a moment.
What's my name? Duncachino. It's a whole new game. Duncachino.
Hey, Stacks
You want
Monet.
creamy goodness? I'm your friend. Say hello to my chocolate blend.
Alien Ray Gun will vaporize Cody and Roman on night 2 at Philly.
Aw.
Double DQ. Dumb Damian Priest will run in with the briefcase but no one to pin. Whoa, oh, oh, oh.
Haystacks Monet, thank you, bro, for the top donation of the stream. Haystacks Monet dropping $11 on a Tuesday night. Look at that. Haystacks, thank you for that $11 super chat. Great moment. Was a great moment. Let's see. Haystacks Monet, man. Oh my God, brother. Let me just play this real quick, and I will think about this real quickly. Let me see what you said. Haystacks Monet, thank you for the $11, man. Mr. Pico as well for the donation earlier. Ray J's World, D Welsh, J Dog. Oh, that was yesterday. I'm sorry. Thank you, Haystacks. Appreciate that, brother.
Oh my God, brother.
Oh my God, brother.
Oh my God, brother.
Oh my God, brother. Oh my God, brother. All right, I'm gonna play you guys another clip in a second. Should I? Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know if I want to let Rojas on. I mean, Rojas to be on tonight, you know, I don't know. It doesn't feel, you know, I'm not really feeling the rage tonight, you know. I mean, maybe I'll let him on. I mean, he should have been on last night for the Raw review. I would have thought he would have loved Monday Night Raw last night. Maybe I will bring him on. Maybe I'll bring Rojas on. I don't know. I don't know, man. The likes, how many likes do we have? We only have 76 or 84 likes. Like 200 people here. Like, I don't even know why I do this. Why do I do this? Other people get 1,000 likes. Fucking goddamn cat fucker makes $2,000 and gets 2,000 likes. I come on here. Nobody cares. 80 likes. Fuck myself. Maybe I'll bring Rojas on, though. Maybe I'll bring Rojas on. I don't know. Let me think about it real quick. Let me see if I can get the Discord open. Is he on Discord? That son of a bitch? Is that where he is?
Oh my God, brother.
Let me go look. Let me look and see.
Oh my God, brother. I stole your bit, I'm gonna spit, bitch you a bitch. Better just hurry and go slit your wrist. I'ma do this, you'ma do that. Look in the mirror, you ugly and fat. I'm really fab, my brain's a lab. You were a slab, butcher you up while I dab. I'm a hit song, you were a fad. Got a small dick, buy a Lambo. No viewership, build a studio. Drop 10K, what can I say? Gotta compensate some way, so lose that weight.
Oh my God, brother.
Oh my God, brother.
Oh my God, brother.
Oh my God, brother.
Oh my God, brother. Oh my God, brother.
Oh my God.
Oh my God, brother.
Oh my God, brother.
Oh my God, brother.
Oh my God, brother. Oh my God, brother.
Oh my God, brother. Oh my God, brother. Oh my God, brother. Oh my God, brother. Oh my God, brother. Oh my God, brother.
Oh my God, brother. Oh my God, brother.
Oh my God, brother.
Oh my God, brother.
Oh my God, brother. Just like Cody, I'ma make you cry. I'ma make you die, won't sleep at night. You so scared, Joe Cronin's here. Piss your pants, you fucking queer. I'ma spread fear into your rear, you'll bleed from there. You say you like me, but how can that be when everyone you know hates me? At least they say they do, but they say it's a joke. But you dox my home and you hope I go broke. Never done a thing on your own without my show. There's no you, so living in the shadow must irk you. That's why you hate, got no time of day. I'll put rainbow handcuffs on you and I'll make you my gay. Make you my slave.
Oh my God, brother.
I think I found it.
Oh my God, brother.
let the clip play, and once the song was done, we'll take a look at the votes, and it looks like the people are speaking to have Luke on the show. So, okay. Let's take a look, man. Let's take a look and see what I'm going to jump on Discord and put Luke on, it looks like, because the people are voting yes to have Luke on. So, remember that. It's in my head now. You roasted D. Welsh in the Discord. Well, 63 votes, 63% for Luke. So you should feel good, Luke, man, because people said yes to Luke. They said yes to Luke in the chat. So that's big time. And we didn't hear from him the other night, too, because he wasn't here, but I wonder if he watched all of Raw. We'll find out, because that was a good one. Maybe he's muted, too. Hey, Lukey Pants. Oh, maybe he can't speak in here. I wonder if he can't speak in here. Hold on a second. Let me, shit, I bet you can't speak in here. Okay. Permissions. Oh, yeah, it's only me and Jake. Only me and Jake can be in here. Let me add, how do I add Luke? Add Luke. Luke, there he is. Okay, click Luke. Done. Okay. I think you can speak now, Luke. Maybe. Who can access this channel? Luke. Okay. Luke? You might have to back out and come back in. I don't know. Yeah, back out and come back in. My bad. I think it's got something to do with the permissions. Oh my God, brother.
Oh my God, brother.
There we go.
Sorry about that. It was doing that stupid fucking thing where, like, I go back to Discord and then the screen is, like, only showing me half of the fucking picture. Like, it's, like, showing me half of your face and it won't let me exit out of the call. And it's fucking annoying. So I don't know. I hate this fucking app. I hate Discord with a passion.
Yeah, well, they give up everybody's information, too. What'd you think, man? Because I was elated with Raw last night. I was like, I almost waxed my carrot.
Giving out everybody's information. I don't even know what that means. I thought it was a really good episode of Raw. I passed out at the near the end because I just thought it was going to be some, like, whatever bloodline stuff. Like, I didn't think it was going to be anything important. You know, it was like Jey Uso versus Shinsuke. So, like, I passed out at like 10:40, and then I wake up and I just see Cody's face on a thumbnail, like, all bloody and shit, with The Rock talking shit to him. And I mean, dude, that was an insane fucking ending. And like I said in the chat, just imagine yourself as like a 7-8-year-old kid seeing that. Well, first of all, it would be like terrifying because it's like the first time you've seen that type of bloody beatdown in like WWE in forever. But then also you're just like, Cody's the ultimate baby face, and you just see The Rock. Dude, I would fucking hate The Rock. I would be like screaming at the TV if I was like 7 or 8 years old. I did the same shit with John Cena.
Yeah.
When CM Punk beat John Cena at Money in the Bank, I probably was the only person who was sad that John Cena lost that night. I was really sad. I was like, fucking Cena quit too.
I was upset. I would say that I was upset at, like, when Jannetty and Shawn Michaels, when he threw him through the barbershop window. Like, I couldn't believe that. I was I was very upset about that. But at the same time, I was like, man, but that Shawn Michaels is cool as hell. That guy's crazy. But yeah, I would say, and DX. There's been a lot of these over the years. But yeah, the younger you are, the more you will never forget this if you were watching. Although unfortunately, the demographic of younger people is very low. I don't know if you've noticed that, but like the amount of 5-year-olds, 10-year-olds that are watching nowadays compared to back in the day, unfortunately, is very small. So there's only going to be like, bro, think about this. There's probably only like, I don't know, like there might be like 25,000 kids in the world that are going to remember this.
Don't you think that's hard to determine, considering that like all the people that you see in polls and stuff are generally older adults who are voting on these polls? Like when I was a little kid, I just watched the show.
No,
I
I know.
didn't vote on.
I'm just going by the amount of people watching. Like look at the people in the audience, look at the people who are watching, and if you come up with the number, which is like 1.8 million or whatever this raw ratings are, if you look at 1.6, 1.8 million people watching, maybe there was 2 million. We'll say, just round it up, and there probably wasn't. There could have been 1.5. So we'll say 1.8. 1.8 million people watching. Looking at the crowd in the audience, there's a lot of kids. Some kids are starting to come back, I feel like. They were kind of going away. Some of them are kind of coming back a little bit, but it's like 5% of the crowd. 15,000 people were there. It's less than maybe 5% were kids. Maybe even less. I don't know. But back in the day, dude, when I was a kid and I looked into the crowd, there were just so many kids, and then even in the Attitude Era, there was a good amount of kids, but it was a different vibe then, but it was an older crowd. But yeah, I don't know, dude. I just don't think it's a lot of people. So I think like when I was a kid, 7 million, like, I don't know, when I was a kid, like 1 million to 2 million kids, maybe more, saw some of those turns and heel behavior, like millions of kids. Now I wouldn't say 1 million kids saw that at all.
No, but I'd say probably more kids than you probably think, because I don't know if they would focus so heavily on pushing stars, like Cody and stars like Bianca, if they weren't trying to appeal to a younger demographic.
No, they're trying to appeal to it, but it's a small demographic.
A lot of older fans do like Cody, though. So I mean, maybe you're right. I don't know.
He appeals to everybody. That's why they like him. They push Cody. He appeals to everybody.
Yeah, I guess we're out of that. We are kind of out of that phase where, fucking, you gotta push the superhero guy and stuff. I mean, he's not really like that. But yeah, I'm still thinking that we're in 2011, 2012 era where there was a fucking dance break every Raw.
Yeah, I mean, it's so important now for the superstar or whoever they're pushing to be kind of over with everybody. Like, it's got to be. I mean, but that's always been how, the top guy or the top face is. He's got to kind of touch all the bases. There's no marketing to one little group or that group. You market the people like who are smaller to those people. Like, okay, like you just said, like, okay, Bianca Belair has this following, like has a lot of kids that like her, a lot of girls that like her. She has like a demographic in a way. So like, okay, great for that. Kevin Owens has a market of people that like to follow him, and a lot of fat neckbeard types that want to think they can fight. But there's a lot of people that like Kevin Owens. So you spread all these people around to their tiny little groups of demographics and fans that they have, and that helps. But then you get a guy, Cody, it's like, well, perfect. The kids love him. The women love him. The men love him. The older fans love him. The people that liked AEW and the New Japan people liked them. The people that are classic WWE type of casuals, they like him. Like, it doesn't get any better than that. Everybody likes him, and everybody likes The Rock, and everybody wants to hate Roman Reigns. So you got 3 strong individuals in this storyline, and that's it. That's why it's doing what it's doing.
Honestly, it's 2 strong individuals. Roman looks like a bitch, or not even a bitch. He just doesn't fit anymore in the story.
Right.
It's so crazy that we were complaining about Rock stealing Cody's spot, when in reality Rock has kind of stolen Roman's spot at Cody. I mean, I don't know, bro. Like, you really got to have Cody kick the shit out of The Rock next week. No exceptions. You have to have, if not a bloody beatdown, like maybe he doesn't make The Rock bleed, but like he beats the shit out of him, and then they have to separate him or something like that because like The Rock hired a bunch of security officers or some shit. I don't know. Like you can't have Cody get completely demolished for 10 minutes, not throw a single punch back. Granted, it was an attack from behind, but like still, you can't have him get demolished for 10 minutes, thrown into his own bus, and then yet he still doesn't fucking like beat the shit out of The Rock. Is he gonna be like, with all due respect, sir, you're a jerk?
Yeah, it's and the way he says The Rock, Cody like says it fake. He's like, well, The Rock, like, and it's like, what are you saying it like? It sounds weird. He doesn't sound.
I kind of like it. I think he's saying it like The Rock. Wow, like he's such a big deal. It's like
I guess so.
Way. The Rock.
I mean, the cringe.
Oh, sorry.
I just said the cringe. That's all.
Oh, the cringe. I mean, that would be a good name for. You know what? Seth Rollins probably would have said that, and he would have tried to like sell it, make it serious. I think I got another name for The Rock. What about?
I was dying. Seth and Drew and Punk killed me. Like that segment was hilarious to me.
Oh yeah,
I loved it.
That was an insanely good. That was just such a good promo. I don't like saying that's one of the best promos of the past decade because I feel like that gets said a lot for anything that's good now. That's one of the best shows, one of the best blah blah blahs. But I mean, really, that was one of the best promos of the decade. And it was long, and everybody got something to say, and it felt like natural, like a conversation. And you know what? But like people didn't just. I think I've noticed this a lot with Drew is that Seth kept like dropping the mic on him all the time, and so did CM Punk. And then Drew this time doesn't let it happen. He goes, no, I'm getting the last word in. And then I like that like you said, he just gets waffled in the face while he's spitting out his fucking Eminem lyric. That was funny. I laughed my balls off when he's like, "Hey, talk like that will get you canceled."
Yeah,
like such a shithead, such a fucking asshole, like troll. And it's so crazy. And you were talking about it, how he's so deluded. The character of Drew McIntyre is so deluded and obsessed with getting this main event or getting this title win in front of the fans that he's like completely lost himself, and he becomes a hypocrite. He says like in the beginning that, oh yeah, I love you, Punk, or whatever. You complete me. I think about you. But then at the end of the promo, he's like, you're thinking of me all the time. You're my biggest stan. And you know, he's just completely deluded with this, like, I don't know, with this ego or this narcissism. It's such a great character. I mean, Drew McIntyre, if they gave out Emmys for acting performances in wrestling, Drew McIntyre would get it.
It was good. I want to see McIntyre and Punk in a year-long feud with each other, you know? I want to see it.
Yeah, I wish this was a triple threat. I know we're not getting that, but they built it like it was a triple threat, and that's one of the complaints I'll have for the show overall is that a lot of great things were built up, but I'm more interested in matches that aren't happening at Mania than the matches that are. Like Drew and Seth, we've seen it before, and yeah, I'm excited to see Drew win, and I did like Seth's promo. But, I mean, I really just want to see Drew versus Punk or Seth versus Punk. And I want something kind of new. And then with Roman and Cody, I mean, I've been wanting to see that all year. So I'm excited we're getting it. But, I mean, the promo on SmackDown was just whatever. I mean, nothing was said. And, I mean, I feel like, I don't know, just it was so weird that now Cody's like, oh, I mean, don't get me wrong, I respect you, but I hate your guts. Why would you still have, I mean, I get it, you hate him, but why would you still have respect? I don't understand. What is there to respect? He didn't beat you by himself. He got 4 fucking people to help him. I respect you. I might not like you, but I gotta respect you. You cheat in every single match and win. I hate this weird logic that has started where the heels are like not that bad and the baby faces constantly just don't go into them and instead have to be like, I respect you for the competitor that you are, and we just pretend that this guy doesn't win by bullshit shenanigans every fucking match.
Look, I gotta tell you, the Ghost from the Coast goes, this will literally lead to nothing. Punk will come back and tear something else. Bro, if he does, even better. Because how funny would it be if they just continued then? Like, he comes back, he gets hurt the first week, and Drew's like, well, if it isn't Mr. Glass himself. And for, like, the next 3 years, it's just Drew shitting on Punk, who can't compete because he's always injuring himself, you know? Oh, and he said, Rojas, he said, oh, you're straight edge and all this other stuff, but you're weak. But, like, he said something like that, like, yeah, you don't drink, you don't nothing, but you can't help but get injured whatever. Because CM Punk was like, I'm strong because I don't drink. I'm straight edge. I'm pure. I'm strong. You look like Mr. Glass to me. Like, it's funny.
I would love it if that ended with like Punk coming back, but this time he's cut the straight edge thing out and he just juiced.
Yeah.
Like he's jacked AJ. Like just fucking completely fucking ripped from the vein. Dude, have you seen AJ?
AJ Lee?
Styles.
Oh, AJ Styles. Yeah, he looks like a bulked up fucking freakazoid, like the Macho Man from 2004 or something.
I'm excited for that match. I wasn't excited originally. I thought it was just whatever. But I liked that whole police thing. Granted, it was a little bit staged, obviously, and overproduced. I don't know how they had 7 or 8 different cameras and they were able to get all these different angles. And then they were also able to get into the police cam footage. You know what that reminded me of? It reminded me of, remember like
the women
6 or 7 years ago.
With Charlotte and Ronda Rousey in the back?
No, AJ and Shane McMahon were fighting, and AJ threw Shane McMahon's head through the glass of a car.
Yes, that's what I was. Yes, yeah.
Oh, okay.
No. You know what? No. I was thinking of something different, but yes, that was a good. That's also there was 2 examples. There was the Rousey and Charlotte fight in the back with the cars, and then there was Shane McMahon head through the window. That was like 5 years ago. Is that really that long ago? Holy shit.
2017.
Oh my God, are you serious? Like, what the hell?
7 years ago.
That's crazy. What? And by the way, Punk is just a piece of shit. Punk is a pest on a hockey team. You know, that's what he is. He never can really back up anything. He just says shit. Going back to what you said about Punk. Like, I mean, he said, AJ Styles is a racist. It's like, eventually you figure out that's not even true, but like he says it, kind of. He insinuates it. And then there's other things he does. He never can back it up. Oh, I'm going to go to UFC. He's going to lose. I'm going to talk shit about you. I'm going to get injured. I'm going to go here. I'm going to get injured. He always does that, but it's fun regardless. What he says is fun. Whether he wins, loses, gets hurt, or whatever, it's going to be fun to listen to him talk shit. So, fuck it. He's a pest on a hockey team, and that's what it is. But yeah, the Shane, the AJ stuff is all right. It's starting to form finally because you're worried that really we weren't going to have any other matches that we cared about. So we're starting to get more and more and more.
Yeah, and I'm concerned for this week's SmackDown because I'm not sure if Roman is going to be there this week. I'm not sure if Cody is going to be there. The Rock, if he's going to be there. They might do it because they surprised us last night.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you really got to get some stories moving because, it's the last week? No.
Isn't this week? Yeah, I'm concerned too because Jake DeMarco, allegedly, we think we got Jake hooked up. And he might be going to SmackDown, it looks like, which is awesome, courtesy of some people that we know. And, just shout out to that. But I don't know what I can say, so I won't say anything. But the bottom line is, Jake get the hookup, and he'll be at Mohegan Sun Arena for SmackDown. I don't know who's going to be there. We don't know who's going to be there.
Maybe it's taped.
I actually think it's going to be like Roman and Randy Orton and stuff like that. Logan Paul, and maybe The Rock won't be there. I think he's going to miss The Rock, unfortunately.
I'm wondering, is it going to be taped because they're going to be at in Philly on Saturday and Sunday. So, and I mean, are you going to have everybody just fly out to this other? I mean, I guess it's not too far. If they were going overseas, it would definitely be taped. But
no, because Saturday they'll probably have like Seth, Cody, or Owens and somebody and whatever at a house show, and Roman, Randy Orton, and people like that will be at this SmackDown. I had circled this SmackDown a while back because I knew, this is the one that we could go to if we were going to go. And I'm not going, by the way, but because I can't. There's no way I can do SmackDown, then drive all the way home, get up at 5 in the morning for work, then leave work at 5 p.m. after I do all this driving around for work, and then do monetize this 450. It just won't be able to happen. So I'm not going. I could have gone. But yeah, I circled this as like this might be one that there's no Rock, and in fact is a bit light. So, or maybe Seth Rollins will crash it for some reason, but Cody will be ready for the house show. So
well, that's another thing. It's funny you bring up Seth because I'm thinking about it. We're talking about how they're only like a week or two away. Seth, I feel, needs to say something too, because he's involved in this tag team match, and I don't know if maybe they'll have a segment with him and Roman cutting a promo on each other, or maybe they'll have all four of them cut a promo on each other. I'm just concerned that we're not going to get enough dialogue between everybody when this is probably the biggest main event they've had in years. And I'm really concerned about the story for Cody and Roman. I've seen people say, "Oh, well, we've already got that story from last year, so you don't really need to develop it anymore."
But it's being forgot about now, like you just said. It's being like, dude, this is even more crazy now with what Rock did to Cody the other night. It's becoming more about Rock and Cody than anything.
And that's what I was concerned about. And I know people don't want to admit it. And I'm excited what's going on. Don't get me wrong. I think what happened last night was great. But at the same time, everybody's always talking about The Rock. And in order for The Rock to do that, he has to sidestep some people and say, let's make me the most important thing right now. I'm not saying, and it's not me shitting on Rock or crying, because honestly, I'd say Cody is more important than Roman and Seth right now, too.
Right.
And Roman the fucking belt. So the world champions right now look like schmucks, and they've barely had any dialogue with Cody. Fucking Roman's barely had anything to say to Cody besides the same shit he kind of already said, that you're stupid. You're stupid.
Well, Jade Cargill might be debuting Friday night. So, good luck, Jake. You're going to get to see that. Also, it sounds like you're working on a car on your phone. Rojas, tell me if tell me if this sounds like a phone hanging up. I'm just kidding. I am going to hang up, though. You have a good night. Saw your video.
Yeah, well, one more thing.
Sure.
You ever talk shit behind my back again?
Thank you, Luke Rojas. I appreciate that. Oh, I didn't talk it behind your back. Oh, I wouldn't. I'm just kidding. Oh, Luke, I don't talk it behind your back. I talked it live on the air.
Oh, yeah. I was told by that fucking loser, D. Welsh, this piece of shit, constantly messaging me, telling me, you're a lazy champion. Sorry, motherfucking slob loser who sits on his fucking couch listening to the show all night. Tells me that I'm lazy because I'm fucking working a job. I come home, I'm on the show for 3-4 hours. Maybe I want to fucking go to sleep. You fucking cancer-riddled shithead. Go kill yourself. And then you got Joe Cronin talking shit about me. This guy's my mentor. I love the guy. But let's be honest, Joe. Let's be honest.
Are you going to say all the same things you said in that video earlier where you didn't go all the way there too?
Joe, you don't have a chance. You don't have a chance at winning that championship.
I have a bigger chance than you.
No, you don't. Do you see?
Listen, just like everyone has seen the way you performed in the bedroom, and it's not good.
Yeah, I haven't performed.
You cried about, I got to get the belt to do, whatever, and then you got it and a custom and everything, and you just, you just took some smiley photos with it, Come on.
Oh, like as opposed to you, who sits in his fucking box-filled basement.
Thank you very much, Luke. Good night, Luke Rojas. Man, there he goes. What a coward. I can't believe it. What a coward. 2,000 points in the bank. The show is going to have 2,000 points in the bank. We spin the wheel. 2,000 lands on me. I'm going to win that belt because I don't think anybody else has $2,000 to try to give to Luke Rojas to get to me to get the points. It's not going to happen. So whoever the 2,000 points lands on is most likely going to have the advantage to win. Saturday night, this Saturday night, the biggest monetized this maybe ever at this point, or at least in the last 100 episodes. This has got to be the biggest of the 400s. It's the biggest monetized this. The belt's on the line. Jake DeMarco's returned. He's going to be at SmackDown the night before, taking pictures with people and jerking off probably. Who knows? It's going to be so crazy. It's just going to be a nutty week, a nutty weekend. Jay Menace could be, he could win. Jay Menace could rep that thing. Always Nerdy has the points in the bank. I mean, there's so much going on with this, dude. Like, I don't know what's going to happen exactly. But let's play the rest of the donations here, I guess.
Shit bum.
Sup, Joe. Thankfully that bridge didn't go down during rush hour traffic. You're the man.
Yeah, thank God. I mean, people died already, and it wasn't good and still terrifying. But Velvet Floor 18, thank you for becoming a $5 shit bum. Appreciate it, bro. Thank goodness it wasn't like during traffic. Although now there's going to be a lot of traffic because without that bridge over there in Baltimore, I mean that the traffic is going to have to be diverted in like one of the weirdest ways. Like, traffic is going to be diverted. What the hell is that going to look like over there without that bridge? You know? I don't know. I don't know the logistics of that area. But
Super chat party.
Botch Club, what up? Follow him on Instagram.
Must see now. Enjoy Joe Cronin Nation.
All right.
Must see now.
We're going to close the show out with the Botch Club clip on Botch Club's Instagram. Thousands and thousands of views. Wrestlers, everybody is following Botch Club with the best botches you've ever seen. They catch stuff that I don't even notice every time there's a wrestling show. Botch Club is on it. Trust me. Thank you guys for being members in the chat, being patrons on Patreon.
I've been going to wrestling shows for over 30 years. Never
JC
in all that time
from
have I
PA.
ever felt until last Sunday that my security, my safety, my life was in danger at a wrestling show.
Cody is an overgrown nutcracker. Dom should have hit Becky back because he was hit first. Also, he's supposed to be dirty.
Yeah.
Also, do you still have that donation sound that sounds like Big Show was penetrated?
Oh, yeah. I don't know where that is, but I know I can get it. It's like, whatever it was, yeah. Oh, my God. Oh, yeah, that was crazy. I don't know where that is, but it's somewhere, and that's funny. I forgot all about it. That's fucking hilarious. JC from PA. Thank you, bro. I totally forgot about that. I know I've got it somewhere, though. I should find it and then re-download it. Because that's good shit. I don't know where it is. But there you go. There's the donos. Thank you guys for dropping the donations and for hanging out on this little quiet rage tonight. A little bit of rage. Ha ha ha. All right. I'm sorry. We may have we have an out of nowhere tomorrow night, Wednesday night. Jake is back. We had one a couple weeks ago. It was kind of quiet. But we did have a huge return out of nowhere about 3 weeks ago when Jake returned to the show. That episode did really well. Like, we had a huge showing for the first return of out of nowhere. It was really good. We're trying to figure out what people like. Right now, the Jake and Joe podcast on Patreon is really well done, well liked. So we're probably going to keep going with that. Out of nowhere, might We'll probably try to continue with that every week or every other week. We'll see. I think this will be the last Tuesday Night Rage for a little while. So going forward, tomorrow night we'll have Out of Nowhere for a little bit, and then you'll have the Monday Night Raw review on Mondays. You'll have Wednesday night Out of Nowhere, and then Friday nights I might do a little SmackDowns here or there. And then Saturday night, of course, monetize this, and I'm going to try to get some more videos out during the day again, which I haven't done in a while. Been so busy. And, I think that's what we're doing moving forward. So look for that stuff. And, we had a good run with Rage. So we'll take a little break from Rage for a little bit. Appreciate everybody being here tonight. Thank you to all the donators. Thank you to Luke Rojas, the promos. Good stuff, Psycho. Thank you to D. Welsh for shitting on him in the Discord. That was pretty funny. And we'll see you maybe tomorrow night for Out of Nowhere. Right around probably 9:30 to 10 o'clock. Around that time period.
Oh my God, brother.
Get hard.